Happy Sunday, everybody. Super Bowl Sunday. Can you believe it's Super Bowl Sunday already?
You know, the time comes by so fast. But with that comes so many good things because all of the big corporations, this is like their big advertising day. And Disney was nothing short of spectacular with what they just debuted only minutes ago.
Yeah, we just got this press release from Disney saying that they were having a special Super Bowl commercial. And you know the Super Bowl is known for its commercials. Like, if there's any reason I'm watching sports, it's for the commercials. So, I mean, and that's the only reason why I'd watch the Super Bowl. But I'm kind of a different person. But
Anyway,
I like
the Super Bowl.
They sent out a link to their Super Bowl commercial, and we just watched it, and it was pretty good.
It was really great. Let me quickly, there's so many people who are jumping on. So the primary reason for today is to talk about my shopping trip at the pop-up shop for Mickey's of Glendale. I got some really great merchandise, and I'll talk about the things that I didn't buy.
But we're gonna play Disney's new commercial. We're gonna play it right here. So don't go anywhere. We're gonna play it for you right here.
Right.
You just grab it. So we're gonna play it first before we talk about our Mickey's of Glendale, right?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Well, there you go.
So 2 things today. And so, but I want to say hello to everybody. Audrey, Tina, Katie, hello. Karina, Eddie, Michael, Kara, Chantel, Janet, Lorraine, gosh, so many of you guys. Mary.
Hey, Tiffany.
Good to see everybody.
And Lindsay Statler is here, and Jolene, and Love Pugs, and Belinda. Hey, everybody. So, Kristen, I have something fun to tell you about, and I feel kind of like an old person. But
you do.
So my mom was here this weekend visiting, and she just left. We went to Ohana's this morning, and that's why I'm wearing all my Hawaiian attire today. But she had her cell phone on like the big large text. So I've now switched my phone over to the big large text so that I can actually...
So he can read it.
So I can read it. There we go.
Yeah. Hi, Tracy.
It's a little embarrassing, but I'm hoping this will help me out.
I know. Well, so adjustments made. Hopefully Adam will see the comments a little easier.
I hope
but
so.
Speaking of watching, I think...
Do you want to watch the Super Bowl ad?
I think we should roll it.
Okay.
We've given everybody a few minutes to kind of get on, talk about what we're going to do. So we'll roll that, and then we'll get into all the merchandise.
So what we're watching is Disney's just released Super Bowl ad for today's Super Bowl. It's their Super Bowl commercial. It's
going to run
magical.
Later today during the game.
Yes.
But they debuted it a little early on YouTube and some of their social media channels.
And through the magic of television, we're going to play it for you right now. I am going to count to 5 after I'm done talking before I hit that button because we have delay issues with our stream and sometimes we talk over stuff. So I'm going to stop talking now and then I'm going to hit the button.
Open your eyes.
Think of the one place you've always wanted to see.
Where our magic comes from?
They say if you dream a thing more than once,
Please, please, please.
it's sure to come true.
Everything you see exists together in the great circle of life.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun.
I told you she was tricky.
Life is full of possibilities. What do you want to be remembered for?
The world is in our hands, and we gotta do something with it.
I just want to say a word of thanks to all the artists, the workers, and all of you. The young and the young in heart. You helped make this dream come true.
Open your eyes.
Help make this dream come true.
Yeah, pretty epic, huh? Yeah.
So here's the thing. I got a notification
See
that
how
this
far it
came
goes
out.
back? It goes like 10, it grabs, when we switch over, it goes like 10 seconds back. And then, so if you ever see us looking weird when we go on camera, it's because there's like massive weird delay issues when we are remote controlling stuff. Anyway, amazing, right?
Yeah, I watched it and I went to the other room and had to go grab Adam, and I said, I think they just knocked this out of the park for Disney fans who have had some frustrations or disappointments with some of the things that they've put out as far as marketing or capturing. I would say it's capturing, the Disney kind of just vibe and just reasoning for the company.
Thank you so much, Andrew, for the super chat. Thank you.
Completely where it needs to go. So
he says, I'm still in star holdup. I wanted to show you my love. Thank you so much, Andrew.
Thank you,
That's
Andrew,
awesome.
for the super chat.
Amy Weber loved it. Eleanor Hearts. Gracie loved it. That was
was
so
it Walt's
awesome.
voice at the end? It was.
Yeah.
And that, I'm telling you, I got to the end and I heard it and I was just like, oh, wow. Like, they nailed it. Like, sometimes we've watched some of these pieces that they've put together and thought, well, it's not exactly what I would have hoped for. And this commercial is really just what I would have wanted in a Super Bowl commercial. The thing that you say, especially as a Disney fan, they captured just the best of their intellectual property.
All of them right down the line.
And they wove it in between a few, I would call them like TikTok moments with some real life people. And
Kara
just to end it with
everybody's
Walt.
saying like how much they loved it. Yeah. Hey, AJ.
It was just, I'm glad you guys put it in the chat how you feel about that.
She just showed me this like literally 10 minutes ago, and I said, we got to find a way to put this out so that we can show everybody.
We will be at Magic Kingdom later tonight, live streaming for our normal Sunday night show. And we are going to show this commercial exactly through during the live. So if you are just joining, you missed it, it's okay. You're going to see that.
And welcome to our newest mod, Belinda.
Yes, thanks you Belinda. So much for helping.
welcome. Yeah, it's a big fun day. Oh, Audrey, thank you so much. Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was so magical. We had to do it, and we're having our Super Bowl fun day over at Magic Kingdom in just
a couple of hours.
3 hours. Literally, we're going to unplug this, charge batteries, and head over to the Magic Kingdom.
Right. So I went to the Mickey's of Glendale pop-up shop here at the Contemporary on Friday, and I got some really great merchandise, and it was a really wonderful event. And Adam said, why don't we make a video? And I said, I don't know. We were really busy. We were really busy Friday night and yesterday, and so I was like, I don't know. And then we had a couple of you guys mention it and message us and say, hey, can you do a live about your merchandise that you bought? And I didn't know how I'd fit it in. We had a little bit of time this afternoon.
Kevin's
so we thought,
me. He says the game's on tonight?
Yeah, the game, the big Super Bowl's on.
If it was
tonight.
Packers, I'd probably be watching. But
Packers, or I don't know. Well, should be a good game,
But, as an alternative to the Super Bowl, come to the Magic Kingdom, the Super Bowl of theme parks with us.
Right. I think we're going to do some fun stuff. I'm going to try to do some kind of head-to-head.
Maybe some friendly competition.
Yeah,
maybe
we'll see.
We should go ride Buzz Lightyear and have some friendly competition over there to see if we can get to be Galactic's star hero. Kristen went to the Mickey's of Glendale pop-up event. It's an exclusive event that was essentially lottery from D23. So if you're a D23 member, they gave you the option to try for the lottery to be able to go. She won, and so it was just a one-day pop-up shop. They gave her 30 minutes to be there. That was it.
Well, they did not limit me.
They didn't send her out, but they told her ahead of time you had 30 minutes. And I just want to, I'm holding in my hand here, I couldn't wait. Probably the coolest piece of Disney merchandise and the coolest hat that I have. It is, and I'm going to look down here so it'll focus. It is the Sorcerer Mickey hat with Walt Disney Imagineering on the back. So essentially Mickey's of Glendale is a shop in California only for Imagineers and cast members. And so this hat that you got for me is like, wow, my new favorite thing.
Yeah. Hi, Drew's Magical Legacy is going over to the Embassy Sports Grill. That's a great place to watch it. I assure you.
Yeah.
And Katie just left yesterday. You know what? I will take a look at those pictures after the stream. I'm glad. I hope you had a good time.
I did a hat change.
So it came in this really fun Walt Disney Imagineering bag even.
Yeah.
So even though I'm here shopping at the Contemporary and they did not give me a Walt Disney World typical bag, which I thought was fun. Just, little details, I think.
Lindsay went to college with the head coach of the Eagles team.
That is pretty awesome.
Wow, so she's rooting for the Eagles tonight. She loves my hat too. Thank you. This is my new favorite thing ever. So
I knew Adam would
I told her to
like
get me two because I said when this one wears out, I want to have another one.
Right.
Yeah.
So on the reel, a lot of the photos and videos were mainly of hats and t-shirts because that's primarily what they had. They did have some pins in stock. I'm not a huge pin person, but they didn't have so many. It wasn't like hordes of them. They were mainly pins that I would say are, they weren't anything coveted that
we're not really into pins.
Toy Story pins that I saw, but it wasn't anything really, oh my gosh, I have to have this. Maybe things left over from the expo. So we've got, one of the things I did grab, my mom, I sent her a couple photos and she really liked this canvas bag. And here's the deal with it. None of the merchandise was necessarily discounted unless they had a sign. So the Imagineering section was 35% off. The tag, there were some pieces that had no discount. For example, there was some Pandora charms. There was also, I think it was the El Capitan Theater in Disneyland. They had some merchandise, and I did not see a sign. They also had a notebook and some pens and Imagineering type stationery that I did not see a discount sign on that. So I really wanted, but a $30 notebook I did pass on. No, not for
us. Melissa says, thanks guys for the info. Is that a store you can go to down in Florida? No, unfortunately not. Mickey's of Glendale is a store for only cast members of the Walt Disney Company, and it's in Glendale, California at their studios over there, or near their studios. Right. I'll have to ask my friend who was down there where exactly that is. I'm not sure. But what they did is for D23 members, they brought all the merchandise over to the Contemporary Resort for a pop-up store by invite only. So this lucky girl got to go. She couldn't bring anybody, so I couldn't even go with.
Yeah, it was not a situation. So with D23, you have to be very quick.
Hi, Karen.
My mom tried to get in, and unfortunately, she couldn't get in with her membership, but I did. And so it was tough to get. So I was very honored, and I felt very happy to be able to get a spot to go in there. So I actually, surprise, I got 2 of the canvas bags because one of these Imagineering canvas bag, one goes to Mom, and the other one I'm going to do a giveaway for. So don't worry, we're going to do a giveaway later this month, and then we're going to do another giveaway probably in March. Just because I've been collecting some fun stuff for you guys, and I spent the month of January kind of getting our magnets together and doing some other type, marketing stuff. And so for the brand, for our Park Pass TV. And so now I can kind of do a few of these fun things like giveaways. So hello. So let me show you guys some of the shirts. Maybe you can hold them up for me.
Oh, I will. And most of these shirts were $8.
Right. So not everything was on sale. Like I said, this one was. So this one right here I got for my brother Dan, and this was in a section, an $8 t-shirt section. So I really liked this one a lot with the Sorcerer Mickey. It kind of
just show it has like the Imagineering logo on the sleeve, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So that was a really good find. I liked the $8 t-shirt section. However, most of the t-shirt designs just had smalls. So
really? They were all smalls.
Well, that's why I told you I couldn't really get so many options for you in the $8 t-shirt section. You already showed this one.
Oh, that's cool, Janet. Yeah, she got me. She got me two because I was like, you know.
No, one's for.
Oh yeah, this
for
one.
your friend.
This one's actually for my friend, my coworker. But you got me a different one.
I did. That's still in here.
Yeah. So this is that same one, and it's what I love about this.
You can show the inside because now you can see the tags and.
Yeah, and what I love about this merchandise, Kristen, is that I can tell right away, and I'll show you when we see the polo you got me, that this merchandise is probably what it's using the products that the Imagineers liked. It's a higher end product. Like base product, like the hat and the shirts. That's what I really like about it. But this is really cool too.
Yeah, the t-shirts are definitely a very soft material.
And it actually says exclusive on there, Imagineering exclusive.
So
that's cool.
Yeah, these t-shirts all are really soft material. And when you go to the parks, whether it be Disneyland or Disney World, I always tell you, don't just grab something off the rack. You know, really see if this is something you like. Because, you know, t-shirts can be completely different fabrics and cotton quality.
They can shrink, they can fit weird.
So if you take a look, these are really soft cotton. So this one is for me. If you want to hold this up and you can show the... So this one was $27.99. And then they had it at 35% off. So
it's got the 70 on the sleeve there.
So we'll have to show it like this.
Yeah.
Here, pop it out.
That's really cool, isn't it?
So this one I got for me.
This one was not $8, I'm guessing.
This one was $27.99, and then I got all of the Imagineering type designs were 35% off the tag.
Okay, cool.
So still nice. You know, comparatively, we could not use any pass holder. You can't use any cast discount.
No discounts.
It was what was listed. So if it was the $8 t-shirt section, it was $8. Or if they had certain discounts, there wasn't anything on top of that.
Kara says, giveaway, yay! I know, it's time.
I know.
It's time.
So here is another one. This one I got also for Dan.
This one's really cool.
This one's for Dan.
Yeah.
This was also another one of the $8 shirts. So normally it was $24.95. And they got this one. This one was $8 in that section. So I thought that was a pretty good deal for sure.
Heck yeah.
So here...
Dan, you got some good stuff.
Dan did. Well, that's because this one here had some really expensive requests.
I did.
So his hats are way more than some of these shirts.
Yeah, the hats.
The hats, and he wants nice polos.
I did want polos, yeah.
Nice polos are not cheap.
No, they're not.
I'm just saying.
Kara wants to know, what does the 70 represent? And I'm guessing it's 70 years of
70
Imagineering.
years of the Imagineering program.
Yeah.
So they just celebrated that. So, then you can deduct. Walt himself took on the Imagineering, and
see, this one's not
it was established.
Fitted. This is an adjustable hat. So this one is not a fitted hat, but it's the 70.
Right.
I do like this one. I like this one a lot.
Amy said I could be Dan.
Yeah. It does have the Imagineering on the back. So that's
I know.
Cool too,
I really struggled because...
I mean, it is, and it's cool. I like that it's shiny. And
I didn't want to... There were people in there buying...
everything.
A just crazy amount of things. And to me, I struggled with... I didn't want any kind of situations where D23 felt like I was reselling or trying to get away with anything. So
this stuff's all for us.
I don't know the rules behind that, and I didn't want any situation. So I simply said, okay, I'll get the bag for the giveaway for the channel, and then just things for my family. And I didn't know what the
person next door on either side were buying like thousands of dollars.
The person next to me had a bill that would total $2,800. Wow. My bill came out to, I'll tell you, it was $402.
Yeah.
It was $402, $402.
Yeah,
but we got, it was all for our family and friends. And not friends as in plural, just the hat.
Just the hat.
But like Dan got some, my mom got some, Adam and I got some, and stuff we were on the stream.
Yeah, but 100 Acre Woods, you're right. A lot of people are doing the eBay thing. I don't know if that's legal or how that works. But we don't do that.
Right.
So, yeah.
So
we love it too much. We want to keep it all.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
So speaking of Dan. So before I get into a lot of the Imagineering stuff that Adam and I got, this was really cool find. The cast members that were working, some of them came in for this event, and some of them were contemporary cast members. But this one, they were so excited when they saw me looking at these sweatshirts because nobody was really interested in this Marvel section. It was very small. It was only 2 little, kind of stanchions there. And so this one right here is the Web Slingers ride over at California Adventure. In the pre-show, Tom Holland is actually wearing this sweatshirt in the pre-show of Web Slingers. And it's a hoodie. And what happens is you can, look at this, you can fold this up into a bag and wear it like a backpack. So there is a way, see there's some like little hooks in here. So Dan, I got this for Dan. And so this one was a little more expensive. This was $40.
Which for a hoodie
is $40. So
for a hoodie, that is cheap.
So it was originally $80, but they had it marked for $40.
Yeah.
And Dan, well, this one Dan's paying me back. But Tom Holland wore this in the pre-show, and then it
for the Web Slingers
up
ride,
into a bag.
Yeah.
So I like that because there's times where
Belinda,
it's really warm during the day.
Surprising how cheap that is.
And you want to just throw it. You want a way to carry it.
You can barely get a lunch or breakfast item at Disney for $40.
Right.
So that's
so here
really
I was going to see. We can show a picture real quick of what it looks like. Here, can you show it? Here's what it looks like when it's folded up as a bag. That's pretty cool, right? So it was like I said, originally.
Put your head down. Put your head down. There you go.
Oop. It was focused.
There it is. Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the cast members, I think, were trying to show people.
Hey, Dan Stevens.
Oh my gosh, this.
How are you?
This sweatshirt is so cool. You should buy it. And I thought for sure my son would have wanted it, but he took a pass on that one. But. Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool find for Dan.
Belinda's like, Dan, you hit the jackpot. He
did.
Hey, Dan Stevens, how's everything going?
Hello. Oh, and I thought I had one more for Dan, but I guess not. Oh, this was the shirt that kind of matched it.
Oh, yeah.
So same thing. This is not an $8 shirt. This one was... It's $24.95 originally, but I think that this one was only like $15. So same thing, this is from the Web Slingers ride. Okay, 100 Acre Wood wanted to know, what time did you enter the shop to find all these great items in stock?
She got there early.
So, yeah, it wasn't about getting there at a certain time. You were dictated. So
Kimberly.
When I signed up.
We're doing good.
I had to get on the D23 event website about 2 weeks before when they opened up, and the slots were gone within seconds. So what I did is I had to quickly kind of keep refreshing.
She's really good at that. She's good at
There's a lot of times it will tell you sold out. And if you keep clicking the button, other people are going in and out and in and out, and the app has trouble accommodating all of this. Maybe I want it, maybe I don't. So people will go in, they'll put it in their cart, and then they decide, I'm not going to attend.
Kara said that hoodie would help if you are back in the back of Japan at Epcot and it starts raining.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. You know that somebody's going to send us an umbrella.
Oh, well, we have plenty. That's true. One
Never.
situation.
Never, no.
But so I was able, the event started at 8. The first group got in at 8 o'clock, and then I was in the 8:30 a.m. group. And they had groups all the way until about, I think, 3 o'clock was the last group of the day. So you could choose what day or time you want. You couldn't just show up whenever you wanted. You were assigned a 30-minute block.
Slot. Yeah, you had a slot. Kristen is really, really good at nailing down those kind of like, hitting refresh and getting it. We were trying to get a character breakfast for, my mom was in town for today, and she's the one that got our Ohanas for this morning. By the way, make sure you tune in into our live Sunday night at Magic Kingdom, because we're going to tell you all about our experience at Ohana's. It's a little off. It was still great, but we're excited.
We'll talk about our thoughts about Ohana.
About Ohana, yeah.
So this one I got for me. This one was another $8 shirt.
So this one here makes me really, really upset that I'm not a smaller type woman, because this is really a cool shirt. I wish I could have something like this.
So they had these Matterhorn shirts as well.
That's really cool.
And it has a really cool tag on the bottom, Walt Disney Imagineering. Most of these shirts have that on there. And this was in the $8 section.
This was $8?
Yeah. So a number of the shirts, like I said, especially like this one, they only had in small. And the $8 section had, either really large or a small. So I fit into a small. And some of them, if I was wanting a little bit more room, I got a medium.
Here's my question. Do they let you try it on there?
No.
See, that's the thing. So you had to be really confident, because there was no changing rooms, no dressing rooms to try anything on, and no opportunity to exchange. Right?
Well, I don't know how I bet you could take it back to Disney, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work.
Speaking of, here. So I guess it tells you all merchandise must be returned new, unused, or original unopened packaging within 30 days to Disney.
Okay,
so it's their typical return policy.
Okay, so you could.
You can't exchange,
right? Okay.
Obviously, because this is a pop-up shop.
Yeah.
You can return it if you want to. So let me get out some of the Imagineering. Here are the polos. If you want to hold this one.
Oh, you're saving the polos for last. Yes. Okay.
Oh, well, no, I've got a lot more in here.
What I really like about the polos here, and what color would you say this is? It's kind of a green.
No, it's definitely a blue.
Oh, it's blue? Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely blue.
All right.
It's like a darker blue.
You know what I think is cool is that it's Eddie Bauer. I love Eddie Bauer stuff. It's an Eddie Bauer branded polo, but it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, this one is a blue type polo, and it's more of a cotton. It's not necessarily the Nike dry fit that Adam likes to wear, but it still is comfortable, almost like a breathable Eddie Bauer polo shirt. So I felt, even though, this one was $54.
Of course,
and then you get
is always the most expensive.
Adam's stuff is always the most expensive. So Adam had to be like,
I don't even have expensive tastes.
I'll just look for the next item.
Clearly I chose her, so what does that say?
I have, oh God. Well, I keep them in check. This one is black, so I got him 2.
Oh, Dan's looking forward to Saturday.
So,
us too. Us too.
So I got him 2 because, Adam is so disappointed that we never could find a size large or extra large in the 50th polo that he loves so much. Again, it's not just any polo, it's the Nike dry fit, navy blue with the gold castle.
I like this one. This one's sharp.
I intentionally bought 2 of these because I knew anything that says Walt Disney Imagineering, he would completely want. Oh, Kimberly's asking us about some jewelry. I'll have to read that in a second, and then we'll think about some colors. Adam, I like blue stuff. I wear a lot of blue.
Sorry, if you see us looking off and down to, we have a big color monitor that we have over here that we're looking at, so that I can
make
see
sure
if
it's
centered up. Yeah.
That it's not blurry.
Yeah.
So yeah, he got one in blue and one in black.
Thank you, Kristen. It's my favorite. I can't wait to
You're
wear it.
welcome.
In fact, I told her that we needed to do this video today because I wanted to be able to wear
everything.
I want to wear this. So.
Although it's funny because the weather outside is not
it's cold.
Great.
Because I really wanted to wear my Park Pass TV t-shirt today, but it's chilly.
Well, it's chilly. It's cold. I did not. Yesterday it was like 85, and today it's only 65.
But it's windy.
And it's midday and it's 65, so it's a lot colder than yesterday, and it's windy and rainy. So we'll see. Hopefully tonight, fingers crossed.
Thank you, 100 Acre Woods. Says I'm going to look wonderful in those.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
This is not Imagineering, but I bought this for me as well. This is another shirt that Adam really liked, but I liked it as well. This was another $8 shirt. Might have to hold it up a little bit more.
You can't go wrong with an $8
so
shirt.
I was really this is the one thing I was most happy about. I absolutely wanted and was hoping that in this pop-up shop had Sorcerer Mickey apparel, because I love Phantasmic. I love Sorcerer Mickey. It's one of my favorite versions of Mickey, and I was just thrilled that I could get this shirt in my size. This one was a small. They didn't have any other sizes, and they only had a few of them. So I felt really excited that I was able to grab this.
The way I'm holding this shirt really makes me look good.
Yeah, it does.
It's how we should do it all the time.
Oh, okay.
Just hide behind it.
Oh my gosh.
It's a nice shirt though. I do.
Yeah,
like it.
for $8, same thing, and then it's got. Look at this. It's got like the Sorcerer Mickey hat. Here, I can hold it.
That's That's their logo, isn't it? For like.
Not necessarily,
what does it say
but it's just another type of Imagineering tag that they have.
It says Walt Disney Imagineering. It is their tag.
Oh, and yeah, and Amy said she got that as a tattoo. Yeah,
wow. Okay, cool.
I mean, Sorcerer Mickey and Phantasmic, I just really, really love.
Yeah, big Sorcerer Mickey.
This one is my shirt again too. So this one is
Padres, it is pretty awesome.
This is a lady shirt. And I thought this was great. Adam doesn't tend to like gray shirts in t-shirts.
Because when I sweat, it shows. You just see big sweaty circles under my arms. That's all you'd see. It would be so gross. It would be gross.
Thanks, Adam. I mean, I tried to be tactful about it, but...
Well, what am I going to be? What am I going to say? I mean...
So... I love this shirt. This one is a women's shirt.
Come on, guys. I'm not alone out there. You know that if you wear gray and you're in Florida, you're going to show sweaty pits. That's not cool.
Anyway.
Hey, Sammy.
So this was a lady shirt anyway, but they did have a men's version of it.
What I like is they don't have crazy crap on the back. It's just plain. It's pretty normal.
A very simple.
Yep.
Really nice logo. So same thing. I was hoping to wear this today. And it's pretty, it was pretty cool out and windy, so I'm going to have to wear a sweatshirt tonight.
See, Lindsay says, I completely agree, Adam.
Okay. This one is...
Me too. I'm with you.
And here's the last one, and this one is Adam's.
Thank you, Lindsay, for making me not feel too weird.
Oh, Charles says 100%.
Yep.
Okay,
Charles
Charles is
I am
with
not
you.
alone here.
Oh,
Thanks, guys.
Gosh.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Dan agrees too. Okay, Pixie Dust Run too. You're getting a lot of people agree.
Thank you.
So this one I got for Adam, and for the reasons he just cited, but also it's that really soft t-shirt material.
And I do love it. Uh-oh, Harper's awake.
We talked too loud. She just went to sleep.
Loud. She did just go to sleep, yeah.
But yeah, so this one is Adam's. But see, Adam got plenty. He got multiple hats.
I love this shirt, yeah.
He got multiple polos. He got this. So he was well taken care of.
See, Eddie's looking for a 100-year hat, mini ear hat.
Oh, yeah.
I'll keep my eyes open if we see one.
Yeah,
I'll keep our eyes open if we see one.
Yeah,
I haven't seen one.
I've seen the ears.
I did see the hat, the 100-year hat today that Dan was looking for. They had that at the Polynesian, and that was pretty cool.
But the upstairs gift shop, not the downstairs
Not
gift
downstairs,
shop.
but upstairs, yeah.
Yeah. So that is all the things I got. So let me just go over the things that I didn't get. So as I mentioned before, they did have a
Thanks, Dan Stevens. Yes, guys sweat. It happens.
They had a small pin section that had, there wasn't any pins that I thought were really unique or anything like that. They also had some lanyards that they were selling in the pin section. Again, it was just one stanchion, if you will, one display. It was pretty small. They also had a very expensive pin collection that I think was about $500 or $600. It could be even more, but it was very big pins, and they had one pin that represented each park, and that was behind glass. It was also in the same glass display that was showing 2 Pandora charms. So they had 2 Imagineering Pandora charms that were actually...
Did you end up getting any?
I did not.
Okay, I know you were talking about it.
Yeah, so maybe we can, you can show this one. This might, you can't see it too well because it was behind glass and we're trying to show you a photo. So the first Pandora charm that you're looking at has red. It's a Sorcerer Mickey Pandora charm, and it's a Imagineering exclusive. And then the Pandora charm that is opposite of that was a 70-year Imagineering Pandora charm. And they had those there. They also had a Muppets Christmas Carol. So Muppets Christmas Carol was celebrating an anniversary.
Which I'm guessing they had left over from the D23 event that they did. Remember they had that here where you could go and watch Muppet Christmas Carol as part of the D23 event at AMC Theater?
Right.
Yeah, I bet you that's whatever they had left over.
Completely agree. So they had like a Spirit jersey. They had a couple of sweatshirts that were Muppets related. They had a onesie. Like a snuggie onesie. They also had 3 little pigs. A couple of 3 little pigs merchandise.
Richard said that's his birthday too.
That's awesome.
That's funny. That's funny.
They also had a big Epcot 40th section. So I'll talk about that in just a second.
Did you answer that question?
I'm about to answer that before I talk about the next section that I didn't buy from.
Okay.
Melissa wants to know, do they still do pin trading? Yes, it is still a very big thing in the parks.
I would say it's not as big as it used to, like where you'd see people carrying around their big pin suitcases. I don't see that as much, but you still do see cast members who are trading.
They're still trading. There's still people with the lanyards with their pins on them. And you know what? I see more people who have pins on a backpack.
Hey, Kathy.
So it is, where it's more prevalent is online. People who are collectors have very rare
Kimberly, it's my favorite movie too.
Pins. Yeah. There's lots of meetups around the United States. You can get way into it. I'm not a pin enthusiast. I have a couple from times where they've given it away or I really liked it.
Yeah.
So yes, they still do that. Hi, Kathy. So they had, I mentioned it a little bit, that they had the El Capitan Theater. They had some Spirit jerseys related to El Capitan Theater, which is in Disneyland. And that is where the new Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway at Disneyland is happening. And they had an event over there for the opening of that. And so some of that merchandise, they had a Mickey and Minnie's Runaway piece of art, just that you could buy a print. And that wasn't too enticing to me. There was no discount on that. I didn't really need a photo. And an El Capitan Spirit jersey wasn't really up my alley. But if you're a Disneyland
that would be
enthusiast, maybe somebody,
your thing.
People really were excited about that. So we talked about Mickey's
Hey, Stacy. Yeah, it was a great
Christmas
haul.
Carol was
She
great.
picks out good stuff, that's for sure.
We then getting into an Epcot section. So to me, what I've seen is the Epcot's 40th birthday. They're really struggling to get rid of some of that merchandise.
Tim Pendleton says he's bought 40 or 50 pins just in 2022 alone, and he says he's cut back.
I know.
That's awesome.
It's a big thing.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. And so trading in the parks is mainly I think even though Disney doesn't want to admit it, trading in the parks a lot of times is not the authentic pins. You have to be careful for the.
You have to watch out because there's a lot of fake pins
that are not Disney. So what people do is they try to, like, if they have kids, they are very cautious and they help them and try not to
try to make sure the kids
don't
aren't
trade the good
trading
pins.
away their real Disney pins for like a Chinese knockoff or something.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the Epcot 40th, you know what I did skip on?
What's that?
Is when we did a media event for Guardians of the Galaxy. One of the things during those media days is we missed out on a t-shirt that they were giving away to the media.
Oh no, it was the hat.
Well, they had a t-shirt as well.
Oh, they did? Okay.
They did.
All right.
And it was given to some of the media people that we know, and they were wearing them. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, we didn't go back to that media tent to pick it up.
Because I remember I saw Josh from Resort TV 1. He's like, hey, did you go get your hat? And I'm like, what hat?
I know.
He's like, Guardians of the Galaxy hat, man. And I'm like, no, I didn't go back there.
I don't have a photo of it, but when if I could show you, I could Google it, you'll realize the shirt
is the same.
Yeah, so they were selling it, and I was like, I know Adam liked it, but they didn't have a size I was really thrilled with, and it was kind of an off blue. I would have rather a black color for the Epcot design. They were also, for Epcot's 40th birthday, they had some notebooks. They had some Epcot pins. They called them poster pins that were about this big.
The big ones, yeah.
And they were about $25 each, but they were discounted. And I almost got Adam a Horizons pin. And
Wait, they had a Horizons pin and you didn't get it?
That's correct. I think he's going to be okay, friends. I think he'll be okay.
I'm just going to go ahead and read Amy Weber's comment. She says, my mom bought me a pin that says, I love nerds with Minnie. And she loves it. I also have a pin of Walt and Mickey partner statue. That's really cool. I wish I had a pin of Horizons, but I don't.
Well, sorry.
It's okay. See, Tim says, ooh, Horizons.
I know. So they had
missed opportunity, Tim.
There was about
big missed opportunity.
There was about 15 or 20. They had one for each country. Yeah. Then they had a pin, one for each kind of.
Can I ask you this? What did the Horizons pin say on it?
Nothing. It was just its logo.
Oh, okay.
It was just a logo.
Because if it was the one that says "Take the trip you've always dreamed of," and it had like the spaceship with the
it looked like its
sky,
building.
It looked like the building.
It had the building and the Horizons
wording
logo behind it, and then it was kind of like an orange background. They're poster pins.
The poster is the one I like.
You know, people were grabbing. Either they got one of each, which at like $20-some a pin. I don't know. I just couldn't. We're not pin collectors. And yeah, exactly. Can't buy it all. I mean, I have to have limits here. And they even had a Harmonious, and lots of people.
It didn't look like that, did it?
No.
Okay. This is the piece of Disney art that I have been looking for probably 30 years. It's a GE poster that was probably in a magazine. I bet you it was in a magazine. I have been looking for this art. If anybody out there like Tim or anybody knows where you can find this, I have been desperately seeking that little piece of artwork for 30 years. And I think it's just from a magazine. I don't know where it is, but I would do anything to find it and frame it. Anything. So if anybody's ever seen that, let me know. Because I know somebody's got a stack of magazines somewhere that has these in it. And I think it's a magazine because there's some sideways writing up there.
Maybe.
But
yeah.
I'd do anything for that.
Well, so lots of people, even if they weren't grabbing the full set, were grabbing Harmonious. Probably because they want to collect them and
because Harmonious is going to be gone, yeah, probably.
They will be, worth
Don't feel
money.
bad for me, guys.
I did not.
I'm okay.
Get it.
She treats me real good. Yeah.
If I bought everything that Adam wanted, we would be.
Amy Weber says if you scroll back, you can see the very moment where Adam's soul is crushed. It's okay, guys.
It's a daily basis. I just keep talking because
I just do it for dramatic pause,
I know. Oh, when we get off, he'll be like, "Did you really? Did you really not buy that?"
It's fine. It's fine.
I knew I was going to hear about it.
Yeah, Belinda says I should take that to a print shop and have it printed and framed. It's hard because you can't even, like, that image that I showed you is from somebody else, and so it's got their watermarks on it and everything, so I can't even find that image.
Right.
Yeah, I can't even find the image. I don't know where it's at, so I've been searching for it.
So yeah, so the Epcot section just had some of those. It had a really weird, not the Epcot jacket that you were looking for, a very like weird metallic type jacket that I was like, I don't know who anybody's gonna buy that silvery. It was a lot.
Yeah, Tim thinks that was part of a magazine or trade ad. I think so too. If anybody sees it, let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know.
They also had some old D23 Expo from last September.
Merch.
They had a couple of Spirit jerseys that were just there, like here you can buy them discounted. A puzzle.
Deborah says need or want. That's a need. It's a need. You have to know which your needs and your wants are. If it's a need, it means you literally can't live without it.
Right.
Literally can't live without it. So.
Right. He's working on it. He's working on understanding that. He's making progress, friends.
Right. We do a pros and cons. We go water, need. Horizons pin, need. Shelter, need.
I know. We'll keep working. I'm trying to think now. So then the little Marvel section, that was
I know, Katie Jennings. Try your sweet talk.
2 little displays, which I showed you what I got for Dan. Most of it was web slingers, Spider-Man type t-shirts and sweatshirts. They also had what I didn't take a photo of, but they had, I think it was $300, a Haunted Mansion jacket. And this Haunted Mansion anniversary jacket was primarily dark green with some purple lettering on the back. And it was what do you call them in high school? Like a Letterman jacket?
So Dan just sent me fan art from Etsy. So it's not the exact same thing because you can tell it was redone, but Dan, you're right. Like, your brother Dan sent me this. So that you can buy something like that off Etsy. For me though, I'm looking for the original Disneyana. I want the actual original printed piece of paper.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's close. That's it. That is a recreation. Yeah.
So that Haunted Mansion, it was like a high school like Letterman jacket. So it had leather sleeves. And then the velvet, I guess, not velvet, but, what am I trying to say?
What do you mean? Like a suede?
Is that what it's called?
Suede.
From like a high school
like
Letterman
suede.
jacket?
Yeah, like a suede. But it kind of feels, where the letter material feels like it's almost carpet. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know that.
So that was pretty expensive. I did not see a discount on it, and it was an anniversary jacket, and it was a couple $100s. So that was one thing that I thought people would have liked.
That jacket, yeah.
Yeah.
Felt, maybe? Is that what you're trying to
say?
Felt.
I think that's probably the best word for it.
Thanks, Amy. Yeah, felt.
And so I would say, and then they had quite a large Imagineering section. That's where most of the merchandise that we got and that I took photos and videos of. That's really the bigger section that they had there. So overall, the shop wasn't huge, and I had to make a pre-reservation. Many people did not get in, and I went in at 8:30. I don't know if there was any trouble with getting merchandise later in the day, but I will say they had lots. They had a section you could kind of see back behind the curtains where they had tons of boxes and boxes.
Merchandise or something?
No, just boxes of stuff for them to keep bringing things out.
Yeah.
So it wasn't whatever out's out.
Right.
They certainly had plenty.
They were conserving and had some more in the background.
Right.
Okay, cool. Hey, do we want to play this Disney 100 ad one more time for people who missed it the first time, or do we want to save it for our live?
We're going to save it for the live.
Okay.
Because we'll play it tonight, probably once or twice.
I would think so.
You're being asked by Shannon, or I should say Cindy, where did you get your... Oh, yeah, where did we get you changed hats. I thought you were wearing the other hat. This is one of the hats. We actually have it. Oh, you must have it all down there. That is one of the hats that we got at the shopping event as well. And it's a fitted hat.
It's really cool. It's my new favorite hat of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was mostly saying, okay, Adam needs hats and polo shirts.
Yes.
So that's the extent of mainly what Adam got. And they had other merchandise there, you know, like one-off things. Like they had a corksicle water bottle. They had a couple of mugs.
The extent of my Imagineering was putting an IKEA table together.
It's about mine too. That's about
awesome.
mine too.
Linda says my Picasso days are non-existent.
Yeah.
Looks like Gert's drawing. That's awesome.
So it was a great shopping event. I heard that out in California at the actual Mickey's of Glendale, the D23 members who did their shopping event, it was a little chaotic. Overall here at Walt Disney World in the Contemporary,
hello.
They did a phenomenal job to get everybody in, because what happens is they queued you up outside of the ballroom in two different lines based upon the time. And then when your time group went in, then they separated you into groups
Kristen
of 10s.
Is definitely a saint. You are right. She takes care of all of us kids.
For sure. So when you went into the ballroom, they separated you into groups of 10 and you had to line up. And this is how they made sure there wasn't anybody or huge groups coming in too much. You had plenty of space to shop and decide. So when they noticed people were finished, they'd say, okay, this group of 10, you can go in. Then you waited and you saw a number of people go check out, and they'd say, okay, now this line of 10, now you go in. And it was extremely well organized. I heard that the D23 Mickey's of Glendale event in California, like I said, was not so organized. I don't know. I wasn't there
because they have a smaller place, probably.
I was very nervous because this just tells me to tell you guys. So it can be daunting or nerve-wracking because on social media, there's always negative Nellies. There's always people who have something negative to say, and you should be aware, and this is horrible. So the night before the D23 event, on the D23 Facebook page, somebody had posted that, it's going to be a mess, and it's going to take you 2 hours to check out. And I was nervous because we had other
Kristen,
obligations.
That was actually me under
another thing.
I was hiding my screen, and it was actually me.
And I was getting nervous because I thought, well, the Contemporary has never, they've always been very organized with their ballrooms, their special events. Anything that I've done there, media-wise, or even just general events, is extremely well planned. I've never heard of such a thing where you literally wait in line for over 2 hours to check out.
I think that's because Mickey's at Glendale had one checkout counter.
Or
it's a
whatever
small
might be.
Tim was just asking us about our background. Real? Yep. Hand painted it over pandemic. Took about 2-3 weeks. More longer.
Yeah.
And a lot of frustration.
Yeah.
A lot of frustration.
So this all goes to show you, when you are traveling to Walt Disney World or just in general, I say don't listen to other people. Take everybody's feedback with a grain of salt and have a good time and make your own assumptions or deductions from your situation. I was so nervous. I thought this is going to be just a huge, everybody's grabbing and it's crazy, and I was really prepared for, okay, I'm a little nervous because I don't like situations where people are just grabbing hordes of merchandise and I want this and throwing it in bags, and I know how the shoppers can be. So I was quite nervous, but it was so organized. It was peaceful. It was honestly a peaceful shopping experience. So it gives me hope that if you are doing any kind of D23 event, we have always had really great experiences with their organization, their details, and making sure everybody has a good, safe, and happy experience with their events. So we can talk about our thoughts on the D23 membership on a future live, but
we don't
this was great.
Talk about this very often, but I also painted the purple wall. That's Harper's bedroom. And that's actually on the reverse wall of the one that's behind us, is the purple wall. I'm pretty proud of that one, Kristen. I don't know. She begged me not to paint the purple wall in there. And then Aaron said, no, but we want the purple wall. Oh, no. So that's Harper's bedroom with her purple wall. And I love it. I think I almost love it more than the Epcot one.
So, yeah. So I would say, we can talk about D23 membership on another day.
It's great. I think it's worth it, yeah.
That was my experience. That's what I bought. It was lots of great merchandise. I got things for a few different people that I think are really going to enjoy them.
Hey, Lucas.
Dan, my mom, Adam. I got a few things for me. And there were things that, yes, I would have liked, but I really didn't want to walk out of there with thousands of dollars.
No.
I picked
we just got
things
stuff
that,
for us, yeah.
I'm going to wear these over the live streams, and Adam will wear these over the course of some live streams, and it will be things we'll really enjoy, not just grabbing just to grab things. So that was my thought on the shopping trip. But it is already 2:00 here. Adam and I have to get to Magic Kingdom because we have a great live stream tonight, our normal Sunday night.
Yeah, so
you guys gotta join us for that, and we have to get ready.
We gotta get our batteries recharged here, and I don't mean like our batteries, we have to get the batteries recharged on our streaming stuff, and get ready to head out to Magic Kingdom where we're gonna be for Super Bowl Sunday. So that live will be starting at 6. So make sure you join us tonight at 6 o'clock for our normal Sunday night live stream. And are we going to be there till the fireworks?
Oh, yeah. So we'll definitely show Enchantment.
Okay.
We'll see what rides we get on. Tonight I didn't buy Genie Plus.
No, so we'll see what it turns out to be.
We'll see what we do. Some nights we buy Genie Plus. Some nights we kind of walk around and meander.
Dan, your brother Dan says bring some rain gear. Probably a good idea.
Yeah,
Thanks,
it looks out there like that. It's definitely quite windy.
Good idea.
So we'll see what happens tonight. The weather isn't overly fantastic.
It's a little chilly.
But yes, can join us. So I hope you enjoyed seeing all the things that I purchased from Mickey's of Glendale. And I can't wait to talk to everybody later.
Audrey, thank you so much for the stars. And Andrew, thank you so much for the super chat. You guys are awesome. And we look forward to seeing all of you guys tonight.
Yeah, in a couple hours.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.